Hi, my name's Rachel and I work for the Ethical Tea Partnership, where I focus on climate change and environmental issues in the tea industry. It will have been hard not to notice that today marks the start of COP26. This landmark event is our last chance attempt to tackle global catastrophic climate change. We should all take a minute to think about what this really means. This is our last chance to prevent global catastrophic climate change. I'm going to be watching the negotiations with bated breath. Since I took on my role at ETP some 10 years ago, the industry was already witnessing early climate challenges. The first project I worked on was a climate change adaptation project in Kenya. And the farmers there were expressing to me how difficult the growing conditions were becoming, with erratic rainfalls, with increased periods of drought, with new incidents of pests and disease. Predictions from our climate modelling across different origins in Africa and Asia has shown that the suitability of tea production is going to decrease over time. And one of the only real ways to combat this is through planting new tea clones that can adapt to these changing climate conditions. But for many smallholder farmers, this is something that they cannot afford to do. It is likely that future yields of tea will be extensively impacted. And a future with severely disrupted tea supply chains is entirely possible. This is a future where I may not be able to reliably buy tea from the supermarket shelves. And of course, climate change is indiscriminate. Food production around the world will suffer as global heating reaches 1.5 degrees. Scientists are expecting effects on food supply chains within the next 2 days, and these effects to be serious and extensive. So in coming days, I challenge you all to take 5 minutes over a cup of tea to think about what you can do, both in your professional and non-professional capacity, to help address this mammoth global crisis that we're facing. I'm going to be following the discussions and negotiations of COP26 and be providing regular updates on key points that have been raised and what these mean for the tea industry. Let's hope that there's a positive outcome to report in 2 weeks' time.